Okay, I will... This is kind of... there are 22 people viewing. It's exclamation mark, join, space your pronouns if you're watching and would like to join. I do remember KotC. I think we were loyalists, right? Winning, not everything. It's suck winning, and I won 17 times. Yeah, I just have fun. The story the game takes is the fun part. Welcome, Vimlad. I think I will start now, because that way the patricians can at least contest the counts with one Baron help. So I am going to start. Oh, whoa. Count's going to run the kingdom? Lol. Oh my god, that's true. Wait. Because counts are probably just going to go loyalists. Alright, I will just start. It will go well, I promise. And welcome everyone to the second chapter of this playthrough. Let us start with introductions. Events have proceeded exactly according to plan. The throne is ours. Now just remember our agreement. In all matters of state, you shall favor the East. The East is supreme! Very good. Now introduce yourself to the rest of the council, but don't forget what I told you today. Xavius, a pleasure, your serene highness. I hope to see our kingdoms prosper and grow wealthy under your reign. Hail and well met, highness. Under your leadership, we'll whip this kingdom into shape, Commandant says. And with that, instructions are done. The council immediately fills with raised voices. Meanwhile, what do you think? Will she be a good little queen and do as she's told? Too early to tell. We should have a backup plan just in case. Coronation. Your Majesty, you may have still won the throne from Queen Keshara, but you must still answer to the council. As is tradition, they will decide what happens at your coronation. Let's get this over with. Shall we call the nobles in? Oh my god, I forgot the patricians have 10 military and just slap. Our coast is secure. Honestly, the river's probably the best one, besides the dignitaries. We have 9 nobles, 5 have voted. I will be ending. That's majority. It is decided. The queen will be thrown into the river. And so it begins. The nobles pick you up, carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up the bank, soaking wet, the Chancellor steps forward and places the crown on top of your head. Is it your imagination, or some of the nobles' stifling giggles? Path to victory. Your Majesty, the history books do not look kindly upon usurpers, unless of course they prove themselves worthy of the throne they have stolen. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? As a conqueror. A warrior queen is sure to be remembered fondly, if she wins more battles than she loses. I suggest over the few years you focus on improving the kingdom's overall military as much as possible. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambitions are progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. And that is it. Terrell of the Ardennes bloodline, sinister marcher orator, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing. When have we, the barons of the March, backed down from a fight? Never. I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful monarch, on the throne. Alright, intimidation, propaganda, or gunpowder? I feel like y'all already have gunpowder, because I kind of gave everyone muskets last game. Alright. Barons, what are you voting? It's Dennis and Commander. Please tell me it's not just you, Commander, here. Alright. Alright, thank you, Dennis. That is it. Gunpowder it is. Lower authority. The Republic of Kurth has this substance called gunpowder. With enough of that, the barons could easily take over the kingdom. Of course, a sensible queen would never allow one region to hoard such a thing. To do so secretly, the barons must ensure their trading partners don't fear the queen's wrath. To advance their queen's 4 or less authority. They're already at it. Counts. Nicole of the Jojo Brand Dynasty, a centric-reformed cultist, leans delicately on a podium, speaking in a melodious voice. Most excellent. Sasha now sits on the throne and the counts are in charge as they should be, but the other regions are already scheming to depose her. Do we stay loyal to the queen or cut our losses and put me on the throne? Loyalist? Jojo? Alright, looks like we're going loyalist. And that is a majority for the counts. God save the queen. That settles it then. Long live the queen. May she bring glory and honor to the east. But we can always change our minds. If Sasha gets out of line, we can take up arms and get rid of her the old-fashioned way, even if it's not our usual fare. Stay loyal. Help me produce an heir and max military. However, if defiance gets too high, they can still change their mind and rebel. Rhoda of the Vimlad family, notorious coastal entrepreneur, scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, explaining in a measured prose. Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of Queen Sasha. Something must be done. I think authority would be easier for the patricians, right? Because the barons are going it as well. Alright, authority never getting lowered. Authority never getting lowered. Easy. Easy. Alright, and it's authority. Lower authority it is. The patricians plan to burn the throne into a commodity, turn the throne into a commodity that can be bought and sold at will. First, they must ensure the rule of law is crumbling. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower authority to 4 or less in 3 seasons. We got bastard niece. Bad news, Your Highness. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Hartsburg. I believe it is Athmoral, the Stormbringer. Why is this a problem? She puts out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking commoners all over the march lining up for their chance. Not just peasants, KotC, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those laborers are no match. I will be the most powerful noble the council has ever seen. You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servants' help. We can't let this go ahead. To have a potential wizard on the council would present a clear and dangerous conflict of interest. Then we shall assemble the council. Cheers, Your Highness. Oh, that's actually no money. You have nothing. I'm not gonna do anything. Oh, maybe I should. Who complained? Damn it, I didn't see who complained. Why not? Nah, we just leave it. I'll let y'all vote. Alright. The patricians have voted. What about the old counts and barons? Alright, I shall be counting down. I shall not be counting down. Oh no, I should. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, someone voted, right? Polishman? I saw the vote in the chat. Polishman, you have to join. No, you have to join, Polishman. You weren't in. I'll wait for your vote. I thought I got banned. I didn't ban you, Polishman. But your vote don't matter anymore because someone else voted A. Oh, well, I didn't do anything to you. I would never ban the old Polishman himself. Alright, well, I am going to end the vote, because even if you vote C, it ain't going to matter. Yep, Polish, have you joined yet? Exclamation part join? Yep, there you go. Now, hopefully, other people join in the Barons. The old Barons get some members, but we all know it's going to be the Counts again. By the 9th, how will we keep up his noble duties if he's spending all his time in the march with this wizard? And what if 9th Preservus, he actually passes his apprenticeship? There's never been a wizard on this council. You never know, it might liven some shit up around here. You've nothing to fear from me, your serene highness. I've always have the kingdom interest at heart. Even as a wizard. I believe you, KotC. Lord Patrician KotC sets off immediately to journey to his march. Athermal's presence in Hartsburg attracts all sorts of visitors, though the power of her latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around. A dangerous cult. The priests bring ever more concerning reports of a wild cult at large in the march. These fanatics call themselves the 8th chapter, and they claim to have found the arm of a dead god. The arm of God, a colossal limb that moves on its own power, tall as 5 men, long as 10 horses, clad in shining steel. I dread to think what such a thing might be capable of. This is heresy. This heresy cannot stand. The council must do something to stop it. I'm going B. I hope y'all go B. I want to find out what this man is. We do need to raise authority. Was this next season? Please tell me it was. In 3 seasons or less, right? Okay. After this is the 2nd season. Fuck, you're right. To change your name, there should be next to message like a little star or something. You click it and then change chat preferences, I think it is. Alright, that's it. Majority. Ten nobles and someone else. Oh no, it was Polishman. You dispatch the spy and hope to hear back soon. The nature of subterfuge demands that those in charge remain in the dark. There's something else. The honor guard. As is tradition, each region offers a selection of elite guards. The counts with the Knights of the Order of the Drowned Rose, the patricians with the champion gladiators from the arena, and the barons with a squad of battle-hardened veteran soldiers. Think carefully, Your Majesty. These guards' loyalties will be divided between you and their region. Of course, you could just hire foreign mercenaries and they'd be loyal to coin. The Queen knows better than anyone that our knights will keep her safe, from danger and from improper grammar. No, I fuck up talking all the time. That ain't gonna help me. I've made my decision. Alright, chat. Why shouldn't I go, Eastern Knights? We need to lower authority to get True Queen back in throne. Who should I personally have never seen the Eastern Knights, so I might do it, but it's gonna raise defiance here, so... Blood in the Stars, Your Majesty. How could you have chosen them? I will make the arrangements at once. The veterans arrive in a few weeks. They march into the throne room in perfect formation before lining up behind your throne. Hands on the swords of their hilt, each soldier sports a bigger scar than the last. Also, the barons have my previous heir, so counts, barons, or patricians. I'm fine with patricians winning as well, because that last game was stolen from y'all. It was funny though. Everyone, it's exclamation point fun, letter, money. There are only 10 people in the game, so every single one's over here. Starting now. Looks like green team really don't got a whole lot of money to throw. Well, I mean, that's not true, but Xavius and Polishman got some money, but Katori made power moves last game that tragically did not pay off for them. I'm not sure how I feel about this 3,000 into A with only 100, but I appreciate it. Common Derm, who? What? Common Derm. Oh my lord. I appreciate it. You're loyal. Remember, loyalty can go both ways, because you do also have the previous monarch's child, I think. I think they drove off into the sunset there, right? Alright, let's see what got through. I think a lot of money was spent. Oh my god. 3,800. Authority up, authority down. Stop the presses! No patrician Polishman II. Your object is legacy. Some anonymous firebrand on the coast is spreading those inflammatory pamphlets. They're casting aspersions against you. What's new? Something's different this time. They're not just calling you a bad queen. They're criticizing the very concept of monarchy. This is republicanism, and not in Kurth, but in our very own kingdom. What should we do? Oh no, democracy. What do I do? I'll allow y'all to... Y'all do what you want, after careful consideration. What's up, Polishman? Democracy bad, I know. Long praise the monarchy. Choose a man or I'll rebel. Listen, you're on Katori's team. I know you're rebelling. And I know you. The second you have the option to rebel, exclamation point rebel. Alright, there's someone who hasn't voted. Who is it? It's a... Sonny, you have the deciding vote. Are you here? Alright, Sonny, I'll count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, you already voted. B. But we must do something. You expect us to let the common folk attack the very foundations of our society? Thanks to your permissive attitude, the coast quickly becomes a haven for radical thought. Intellectuals travel from across Celeste to Oz to debate politics and philosophy. Conversion, wine, and money. Conversation, wine, and money flow in equal measure. For the first time, people across the kingdom seriously contemplate the idea of a republic, but for now, it remains a fringe faction of rabble-rousers and radicals. Oh no, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm a monarchist all the way. Your Serene Highness, I simply cannot stand it any longer. I need you to do something. Whatever is the matter. I have filthy peasants scrabbling all over my newly built theater, intimidating the actors and interrupting plays left and right. They've heard legends of buried treasure beneath the site. Total nonsense, of course. I need you to keep these greedy treasure grubbers off my land. Actually, these rumors might not be nonsense. After conquering the coast, King Alrod the Great is said to have buried a huge stash of stolen loot. I mean, spoils of war in the area. What are you suggesting? We could search the treasure for ourselves, send a team of diggers to take the place apart brick by brick, and deep into the foundations. By the 9th. What are you saying? That would destroy the whole place. Take this shit down block by block, chat. The patricians are gonna vote B, I think, but I think we go A. I need that money. We definitely should go B though, so the defiance is lower, so I wouldn't be too bothered. All right, I'll count down from 5, 5, 4, oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tis only profit. It is only profit. Depths below! No! My beautiful theater, how could you? I'll send demolition and excavation teams to tear down the place apart. Your Majesty, King Arrod's horde is calling to us. I can feel it in my bones. For the next few weeks, extensive digging takes place. The theater is completely destroyed in the process. You wait anxiously for news of the horde's discovery. Cross your fingers. No luck. We found all we found is an old leather boot and a clay statue of a pigeon. I knew it! You destroyed my precious theater for nothing! This outrage will not stand. Finding a spouse. Your Majesty, it is important for you to find a spouse sooner than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women, or do you not mind? Alright. Polishman. What do I do, Polishman? What does everyone think I should do? Polishman is just a hard one way. What's everyone else's opinion? Any. Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messages to the most influential noble families in the kingdom. Let's see what they have to offer. It's an easy enough decision. You'll marry into the counts as we agreed before you took the throne, right? Amidst the dark and forbidding forest, a small squat castle stands watch over the Marcher border. There, at the end of the kingdom, a plot is hatching. Look here, our first shipment from Kurth. Incredible, may I see inside? Careful, with that torch you'll blow us to smithereens. So this is the fabled black powder. Incredibly powerful, but will need much, much more to put you on the throne. For the next stage of the Baron scheme, they must raise trade to 5 or more and... Oh my god. Uh-oh, this might be a Baron sweep real quick. Damn, I don't want to cruel tax the barons just because Denise has money, because Commander doesn't. The Warlock of Perry. The spy returns at last, creeping in the council hall. Good day to you, Your Majesty. I've learned much. A warlock called Etrevion de Apira is drawing power from a hulking artifact buried deep in the very soil of the March. Etrevion is preaching that the time of the church is at an end, and that this limb of the 8th god will bring freedom and prosperity. Alright, everyone. Alright, I will count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Damn, you patricians had no opinion, huh? Your spies bows and leave without another word. Weeks pass in a nervous discontent. There are reports of underground explosions rocking Marcher cities. When at last, Your Majesty, I have a letter from our agent in the March. The warlock de Opera has agreed to a meeting. The nobles mutter nervously among themselves, but the matter is settled. You should go to the March. Good, Your Majesty, help me. I've been cursed, withering away. KotC, to blame. Look, I didn't expect Ethmoral's spell to do that. Anyway, Jojo stole my prized Ateshi toothbrush last week. I only wanted to give him a toothache. Unimaginable pain. Please, by the 9th, make it stop. Blood and stars, this cannot go unpunished, Your Highness. A moment later, Jojo's skull falls off and he collapses onto the floor in a pile. I got a feeling. Vote B. B. Alright, we got 3 on B, 1 on C, 1 on A. I'll count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I will be ending the vote. Kato is in-game. I mean, you can ping Kato and Xavius if you'd like. No, I won't let you. Unlimited power shall be mine. As the Palace Watch moves to arrest him, they are vaporized by a wave of magical energy. Once the dust settles, KotC is nowhere to be seen. Well, this is awkward. The counts aren't pleased that KotC got away, but no one can say you didn't try. Alright. Blueberry's son, or KotC's son, is on the throne. I've found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young candidate from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely. You'll be steering a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. The chancellor leads you to a great hall where they're covered in 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by cloth. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Grimwald, the eldest son of the Eastern JoJo brand dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting him to smile for this portrait. Spends most of his time with the fencing master, mastering the blade. I've heard a rumor that he's training himself for some epic confrontation with an old rival. An intriguing candidate. From the coast we have Dominica, the wealthy heir to Lord Patrician Vimlad's estate. I mean, just look at them. They're gorgeous, and apparently got a silver tongue too. Their interests are typical of the coast. Money, 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 and making more of it. But to their credit, they give a lot to charity. I like the sound of them. And finally we have the March offering. Jucarda, scion of the prestigious Ardennes bloodline. She is known for her blunt honesty, the kind of honesty that makes you enemies. She's a zealous follower of the 9th god. Able to quote scripture backwards and forwards, and at volume, she's got a reputation for not giving a damn when anyone thinks about her. No, choose the counts, are you telling me? Sounds like a laugh. What do you think? By picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance. Please, I am running out of daughters. Choose one. Support charity. These decisions stress me out. Grimald, the eldest son. Oh, we already read this, so I'm just gonna... The fencing master, some effort confrontation. He doesn't smile. Who's the March's candidate? And finally we have the March's candidate, Scion. She's known for her blunt honesty, the kind of honesty that makes you enemies. Able to quote scripture. Show me the coast, wealthy, their gorgeous silver tongue money and they donate to charity. I've made my decision. I'm going with the coast. Why do you want me to go the count? Polishman, why don't you want me to go the coast? Count? Cause we loyal, please, for all red count. Oh my god, everyone's saying something different cause they I mean, I don't know. I feel like just because of that. Excellent, we'll make the arrangements. I know, I really couldn't. I need to... This playthrough, I have to manage these defiances a lot better. Deep in the backrooms of the royal palace, the eastern counts are poring over secret letters and scribbled diagrams. On the wall is a cork board filled with pins and crisscrossed by colored strings. The queen has finally found a match, even if it isn't who we had hoped. Now she just needs to get on with the wedding. Indeed, and then get to producing an heir. My spies have intercepted Kurth merchants bound for the march. They're doing illicit business under the queen's nose. The question is, what are they trading? Then we've got to keep up our efforts. Queen Sasha isn't going anywhere on our watch. The counts must continue aiding the queen. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. Good news, my friend. The palace officials have been accepting my bribes. They're becoming more and more open to corruption. What are you getting in return? Oh, not much. A better seat in the council chamber, access to the queen rooms, that sort of thing. But the important thing is the queen staff are getting used to selling their principals to the highest bidder. So what's next? Palace staff for one thing, but the true prize would be the loyalty of the chancellor and the rest of the queen's inner circle. To do that, we need to demolish their respect for the queen. If the kingdom is in chaos, they'll see the queen as much an incompetent fool. They'll see the queen as an incompetent fool, and will be much more open to accept our bribes. Lower stability to 4 or less. Parlaying with the cult. In the dead of night, you begin a secret journey to meet the 8th chapter in the march. It's just you, your spy master, and your honor guard disguised as common shoulders, rattling away in the back of a worn cart for 100 miles. At a wooden grove, you are greeted by a gaggle of wild-eyed folk with the number 8 branded into their foreheads. They push a giant boulder to reveal a cave entrance. Be on your guard, your majesty. You are led down a long tunnel at the end of which rests an enormous metal arm. Like the limb of a fallen giant, Etrivion stands atop it. I am Etrivion da Operi. They call me the father in the march. Welcome, your majesty. I am pleased you chose to meet with me. You will bear witness to his arm, the arm of the 8th. Surely you must now believe in his prophecy. How might we live in peace? Oh, how interesting. The olive branch extended. I had not thought to see it. Allot my followers and I a substantial piece of Marcher land, and we will worship our God in peace, and you may worship yours. Diplomacy has failed. I'll meet you in the field. That field will run red with royal blood, I assure you. You and your party retreat from the cavern and begin drawing up plans as you make your way home. As word spreads of the upcoming battle, peasants cower in their homes. Them's fighting words. I told them to fuck off. That's my fighting words. Your wedding to Dominica is naturally the talk of the kingdom. Nobles and peasants alike travel from across the realm to attend. For a week and a day, the capital is one giant party. It feels like you're the only one not taking part. Instead, you're getting ready for the ceremony. Soon enough, you're standing at St. Bertrand's Cathedral with Dominica at your side. Do you take this person to be your lawfully wedded spouse? I mean, if Orreed comes back, I might as well just say no. I do. Then I pronounce you queen and spouse. After the wedding, of course, there's a feast, and after the feast, a dance. Your new spouse laps up the attention, delivering a witty speech in which they flatter you outrageously. By the time you find yourself alone with Dominica, it's past midnight and you never felt more tired. You danced so very beautifully. It was such a wonderful day, wasn't it? agree with them. You endure a long conversation with Dominica, which seems determined to flatter you relentlessly and agree with everything you say. By the night's end, you still don't know who Dominica really is. Their personality is concealed beneath 100 layers of etiquette. You go to your separate bedchambers, still strangers. Alright, Oreed, where are you? Oreed, is this you? Your esteemed highness, I bring trouble and news. Someone took the ninth name in vain again. That's how I'm just acting. I mean, look at this faith. There ain't no faith in this empire, this kingdom. Not quite, your highness. A group of individuals in the east are meeting in secret to preach heretical teachings and engage in rituals. They are believers of some ancient folkloric tradition. It's tied to some primordial spirits they say live in the trees. Silly stories for children. Regrettably, I require the council's permission to launch a proper investigation. Otherwise, my inquisitors would have destroyed the cult before I had the chance to spread. This isn't worth our time. Heresy is a disease, your highness. If you do not cure it quickly, it will spread and become uncontrollable. You will regret your hesitancy. With nothing to rein them in, the pagans thrive in the faithless region of the east, spreading their influence and gaining followers. No vote. Let the pagans spread. Oh shit. Oh. I really gotta do something about that trade. What do you need it at? 5. So I gotta get that shit down. March alliance. You take up place atop the steed and join your marshal on the march to the march. Beside you, the High Inquisitor leads a regiment from the Church's Holy Order. March alongside your army. Proud to be standing with you against the heretics, your majesty. Soon you are in sight of the Warlock's Wood. A horde of cultists have swarmed the surrounding vineyards. The ground shakes, the earth bursts asunder. An enormous metallic arm emerges, scuttling on mechanic centipede-like legs. Etrevion de Osperi is astride the monstrosity, his staff held above his head. The closed fist of the giant arm begins to open. Your Majesty, we must strike before it is too late. Fill the sky with arrows. The sky is filled with arrows, but it is not enough. The 8th chapter surged forward like one furious behemoth. Your footmen struggle to keep the cultists at bay. You watch with horror as the great iron hand fully opens. A column of red fire pours out in long, hateful tongues. A swath of your troops further up the hill vanish into ash. Your marshal sounds a retreat and your forces flee, pursued by the deadly light of the arm of God. The day is lost. You must slink back to the capital to see what remains. That's fine. Horrors in the east. Your grace, a monster's been stalking my farms at night, smashing down the doors of cottages and feasting on the peasants. Sounds ghastly. Only a few have seen the beast and lived to tell the tale. The survivors tell a garbled story about gleaming fangs amid a mountain of blood-soaked fur. I have a striking suspicion y'all are gonna vote C. We have a werewolf? Of course we have a werewolf. King Israel isn't here anymore, barons. Oh. Alright, I'll be ending the vote in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The bounty is placed. Hopefully some enterprising monster slayer will come claim it soon. Helping hand. Sasha, I had something I wanted to ask for you. What can I do for you? As you surely know, I'm a very successful jewelers guild. I run a very successful jewelers guild back at home in the coast. The current laws are a little restrictive for my trade. Lots of tariffs and regulations. You know how it is. I was hoping you could push some changes for me in the council. Eliminate some of the import duties on Tashi jewels, perhaps? You want me to give the coast preferential treatment? I think it's only fair. The other regions can't compete with us in the jeweler trade anyway. Fine, I'll assemble the council. Ah, excellent. I'll see you there. Yeah, we had this with both on the... Alright, I will be ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I see I've underestimated my enemies on the council. That's unfortunate. Banning Itachi jewels has a marked effect on the patrician's economy. Cheaper, lower quality stones are imported from Ashmead, but it's an arduous process. A number of nobles are seen clutching their old jewelry with increased paranoia, and their value sharply increases. I fucked that one up. I misread that. That was my bad, patricians. I thought that one helped me. I should have vetoed the middle one. Fuck, my bad. Everyone is exclamation point fund, letter, number, lower stability for patricians, raise trade for barons. I am starting now. I would personally like to see B, D, and E funded. Alright, we got a lot of money on E. I appreciate that. We got some money on A. So it looks like it's a trade authority for stability. Stability down, authority up. End season. The 8th chapter. We are at the edge of doom, your majesty. My keep is under siege and our armies cannot hold out against the 8th chapter for much longer. Royal gambling B because it prevents, if you vote B patricians, it raises stability, so it's harder for them. Fund A 100. Oh, I was nearly 30 seconds behind on stream. I'm confused why the counts don't want to do B, because it makes it harder for... Alright, I agree. No negotiation is fine as well. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. That's a lot of money. Your spymaster bows and leaves the chamber without a word. A few days later, your spymaster returns carrying a small chest in her arms. She places the chest before you and opens the bestial. Within it is a finely mustached head of a man. Etravion Dasperi is dead, slain in his sleep. Even warlocks must sleep, your majesty, and this was his last. With their leader dead, the 8th chapter falls apart. Many cultists are apprehended by the church and swiftly executed, while others deny that they ever followed Dasperi. Authority up, stability up, defiance down, faith up, faith up, faith up. I'm a fan. So it worked. It was worth the money. Gunpowder smuggling. Your Highness, the barons of the March are attempting to amass a store of gunpowder. You know, the explosive black powder from Kurth? Where can I get some? Kurth is the only place that produces it in large quantities, Your Majesty. The Republic is very careful about controlling their supply, and unfortunately, they're rabidly anti-monarchist. The barons have established contacts with Kurth merchants, and no doubt at great expense. Without the coin to purchase more gunpowder, however, their plot will fail. Unfortunately, the barons' trade is booming. They are no doubt stockpiling massive amounts of gunpowder. You bring the revelations, which the barons wholeheartedly... You bring the revelations which the barons wholeheartedly denied to the council. Alright. We can't mess the relationships with the Kurth. I mean, listen, all I'm saying is patricians have 10 military, and so we'll slap Kurth. Alright, that is a majority. I will end. Predictably, the barons roar about unfair treatment and the prejudices of the council, but the tariffs are passed nonetheless. The new law certainly put a damper on the barons' efforts to purchase the expensive explosive. You can only hope it will be enough. It was not. Fucking hell, the barons straight out just might clean sweep. Your marriage to Dominica is not what you'd hope. They seldom sleep in your bed, and over breakfast you exchange only a frosty few words before they depart to a board meeting. The last thing on your mind is procuring an heir, but the needs of the kingdom must prevail. Congratulations, Renora. The royal wedding was a magnificent affair, but something's still missing. You need an heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured, and a child of your own would do the trick, even if they are a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. My youngest cousin? I'll make my youngest cousin heir. Of course, an entirely sensible idea. I will make the arrangements at once. Somewhere in a dark cellar, a nervous baron is showing his guest a stupendous cache of explosive gunpowder. Behold! Great God. By my life, isn't that rarer than gold dust? Over here it is. This isn't just the biggest stockpile in the kingdom, but the only one. Now what do we do with it? Barons? Blow them up sky high. I'll be honest, A or B is good for barons. Like, raising stability is against what they want the patricians, like, is good because they want to fuck over the patricians. And the military, I mean, that's what I'm doing. Denise in command, are you here? Oh, I see commander. Oh my god, do you have a 30-second delay, commander? Did it just show up for you? Did it just show up for both of you? Alright, well, I'll end, but if y'all voted this delay but seen it, how long was the delay? Like what time did y'all start voting at? Oh, we were thinking, okay. I was just worried about a delay because I remember someone else was bringing it up earlier. Before we can sneak this stuff anywhere, we'll have to lull the queen into a false sense of security, not to mention the fact the roads need to be safe for transport. For the final stage, to at least 8. Oh. Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme. You hear that? The screams, the shouts of dismay, the crackle of the flames? No, all I hear is the sea lapping against the harbor walls. Exactly! It's terrible. The kingdom needs to be in chaos for our plan to work. The queen's advisors are happy with her to rule, but we can't buy their loyalty. Believe me, I've tried. The patricians' aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. That's it. We go with the normal taxes. If it pleases you, Your Majesty, we have salvaged the limb of the 8th god that Echevion Diopri drew power from. It rests within my workshop. The so-called arm of God is actually a machine from a long extinct civilization. We have so little evidence of ancient technology, I think it's prudent to study the contraption. How interesting. And in your observations, learned women, have you had the danger of this heresy not crossed your mind? It must be destroyed, your majesty. Matter is simple. I personally prefer B, but A is also fine. I want to see what happens. What will the other kingdoms think? I don't know. What will they think? Alright. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is utterly unacceptable. Beyond the pale. Ah, how delightful! I'm glad the council is so keen to advance the sciences. Some months later, the scholar calls you to her workshop and presents a few new inventions. A metal box with a large glass eye in front, and she calls it a visograph. Oh my god. Oh, never mind. They don't need trade anymore. What in SWTOR is this? It'll be easier to show you, your majesty. She has an assistant stand in front of the visograph, and another assistant turn the handle on the machine. A puff of smoke comes up from the device, then the assistant hands the scholar a thin slide of animal fat. Parchment pressed to either side of it. The parchment is black and white. On the parchment is a black and white image of the assistant who stood before the visograph. I call it a viso. You are never able to duplicate the visograph machine. It remains within the borders of the March, who soon start exporting their instant portraits all over SWTOR. Bankruptcy loans. The treasury's almost empty, your majesty. Where the hell did it go? I couldn't possibly say, your majesty. Perhaps you have been spending a little too freely. Apart from raising taxes, we have few options. We could get a loan, sell off some jewels, or crack open a vault. No, it's a camera, Jojo brand. It's like the first camera. Do I sell off jewels or take a loan? No, stability's sitting right where I want it, between 4 and 8, which is exactly 6. Tomb raids professionally. The loan will come back to you next game. Won't it come back to me this game? Do what works. How much money people got? Too much. You auction off a dozen necklaces, 5 gold rings, and a jeweled scepter to the nobles. It is a humiliating affair. Selling off symbols of power makes you look weak and desperate. Oh, look at this! Tiara! Fetching, isn't it? Don't mind if I do. Hey, check out this scepter. It's like I'm a queen! So, Dinez and Xavier bought stuff. The Monster Slayers. Now I have some money to hire this guy. A monster slayer named Vogan asks for permission to appear before the council. The bounty on the monster in the east has been collected. He steps forward, a gaunt figure in a hood and cloak with a sneer. He tosses something at your feet, a blood-soaked head tumbling across you on a nice clean floor. Your monster, my liege. That's no monster. That's Count Sonny Jim's head. Murderer! Murderer! Care to explain yourself? Count Jim was the monster who's been terrorizing the east the last few months. Last week I hunted the beast down, found it feasting on the remnants of some unlucky peasant. Damned creature lopped away before I could kill it, so I followed at a distance. The beast made its way back to the Grand Keep. Before my very eyes, I witnessed this bloodthirsty beast transform back into Count Sonny Jim. Why should I believe you? I have no reason to lie. It was some kind of skin shedder, no doubt, a nightmare beast that lived within Count Sonny Jim's skin and came out at night. He had no memory of his crimes, I am sure, but the only cure was the axe. Monster or not, your majesty, Count Sonny Jim was a noble. We can't stand for a noble to be slain by some common-blooded mercenary. Arrest this man. Archara, call me Arda. Okay. I will. Jojo says, werewolf confirmed. Is it confirmed? I feel like, is there a chance? I feel like there's a chance for it to be both. Oh no. So pretty much what do I want to do here? Sorry, I'm just resetting up my webcam. Alright. Monster or not, your majesty. Alright. Not this one. Not this one. I'll do I'll do that one. I fulfilled my side of the bargain. I'll be sure to tell everyone that I met the queen's word and ain't worth muck on my boots. Vogan spits on your feet and marches from the council hall without a backward glance. Yeah, we couldn't afford to pay him. Fuck him. He's some commoner. The counts are gathered in an empty council hall late at night. New reports from one of their spies has just come in. Drakov's bones. The barons are stockpiling gunpowder, of all things. They're scouring it all the way from Kurth. Sourcing all the way from Kurth. Gunpowder. The explosive black powder. What are they planning to do with it? Seventh only knows, but they will surely make their move soon, and the queen still is yet to produce an heir. Perhaps it's worth changing tact. If it's too late for the clean Sasha, we might want to get out while we can. Our only other option right now is to retake the throne by force if we think Sasha is too weak to hold it. But it's an all or nothing play. If we rebel now, all our goodwill will be gone, not to mention a few of our heads if we lose. We'll be back to square one. Counts, do A. Please, for the love of God, do A. Oh my God, Counts, please. I beg of you. Oh, well, I mean, I guess they're all fine. I only read the first one and assumed all the other ones are bad. That's fine. I mean, it makes the Barons... I don't know. C makes the Barons easier to win, unless I mean, it does give me a stability point to use. I'm gonna end the vote. I think there are two nobles. Oh, I won't. So I'll count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. This should help us. This should help Sasha keep a good grip on the peasantry, but we can't do it all for her. The counts must help me, is what it says. Military and heir. Golden choice. Iron choice. Okay, let's first of all, money. Money helps. And honestly, but I need money. The monarch makes the preferred voting option. I get an extra vote. We'll do that. I need authority, not this. Shark attacks. Workers on strike. All right, counts. For remaining loyal, let's get this bread right here. Your Grace, I need you to help with my lowborn. The East is prosperous and living conditions are improving, but they still want more. They've gone on strike demanding better pay for fewer hours. Many have thrown down their tools and started squatting on my property. We should deliberate with the council. Thank you, Your Highness. Oh, this is bad, actually. Okay, I'm going to veto. Oh, send in the Eastern troops. Oh no, these are the counts. Okay, okay. But so it's gonna lower their mill, so I'm not gonna do that. I might veto this one. This will raise defiance lower. Okay, but at least it'll help. I'm fine with any of these. B's fine too. I like B. Alright, it's looking like C. But I will be counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Without Kato, the patricians are incapable. Nah. Kato ain't got no money. Kato is a good leader, let me tell you. But maybe Polishman, you should take up the reins of the patricians. I mean, unless you want. I mean, Vimlid can as well. I don't think Xavius is here. I'm not too sure. You want to pay them? May I ask, Your Majesty? Just how much are you willing to set aside? 600 should do it. You divert... Please don't work. You divert funds from the treasury to compensate the workers from the east, hoping the bribe will be enough to make them stand down. It does the trick. God damn it! The peasants return to work, and the counts are satisfied. With enough money, you can solve nearly any problem. We gotta get this shit down. Your August Majesty, I bring news from our newly constructed prison on the coast. One of the prisoners, a murderous rogue by the name of Cheddar Spurt, has escaped. His location is currently... The double door is bang open. Our grubby-looking peasant strides into the council hall, escorted by an anxious watchman. In this room? Sorry, Your Majesty. He said it was urgent, and he was pretty persuasive. Your Majesty, I swear, I am innocent. Lord Patrician KotC threw me in prison on trumped-up charges because I said I didn't like his hat. Haha, Your Serene Highness. I have no idea what this fool is talking about. Alright, counts. All of us need to vote A. And I mean, so does Green Team. Green and count. Patricians and count. Let's go A. Barons? Why are you voting A? What? I would have voted something else and hoped someone, like, you know, messed up. It's not golden choice, it's just Monarch's vote. I will be ending immediately, though. It's a bad hat! I shouldn't go to prison for simply speaking the truth. The hat looks stupid. One more bad word about my hat, Dave, and I'll kill you myself. It takes seven watchmen to restrain Lord Patrician KotC as Cheddar Spurts is dragged down into your dungeons. Thank you, Serene Highness, for listening to reason. Truly, you are most wise. The false imprisonment of Cheddar Spurt enrages the peasantry, but at least it reinforces the message that the Queen's justice cannot be overturned. Shark attacks. Upsetting news from the coast, Your Majesty. Several peasants have been killed by a shark. I've already sent your condolences. You can't lose my beach. You can't close my beach. No one mentioned closing a beach. The beach is vital for the coastal tourism. You can't close it just because a few people got the wrong end of a fish. Well, now I want to close it. You can't. It'll take away... I'll take this all away from the count. All the way to the council. I personally like this one. This one's not good. Keep the beach open. A or B, A or D is fine. I mean... Oh, I misread A. Oh my god, I keep misreading these. I wish they were, like, better color-coded, like, red for down. Alright, I'll be ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's up, Polishman? Yeah, I see the arrows, but sometimes my brain just don't work well. It's genius. We flipped this on its head. The patricians immediately mount an impressive public relations campaign. Come to Prosper Beach, see the famous man-eating shark. Thrill seekers welcome. More people are dying than ever, but at least they all signed waivers. Everyone's happy, especially the sharks, which grow very fat indeed. I didn't want to necessarily lower the stability because I assumed there was going to be something I could spend that one stability on. A new baby. Greetings, Gears 39. Some fine news from the laborers on the coast. A baby has been born on your birthday, bearing a birthmark in the shape of a number 9. The fantastic omen. Perhaps we should mark the occasion? Alright. After this game, will I continue? No, I will not. I have to run to a store before it closes. I'd planned to stop at 5, but it seems like this game's gonna go longer, so I'm gonna finish this game, obviously. I'm not gonna quit midway through. I will continue this save. Most likely tomorrow, I'll be back again from 1 to 2 is when I'll start streaming. Alright, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I will be streaming. I said this in the beginning of the stream. I start school again next week. I will most likely be streaming Tuesdays and maybe Fridays and maybe a day of the week. But I'm trying to get 2 to 3 days streaming. This week I'm trying to stream every day before it starts. Ah, well, it's only the laborers. They'll survive. But rumors of your coldness circulate among the common folk. Without a word, Count Zweifrund hands you a blood-red orange. It is sealed with white wax in the shape of a skull. It is indeed It is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night later in the year. I'll attend. We'll see you next. We'll see you next at the Vigil, Your Majesty. Your heir. Your quest for an heir is finally complete. When you stand before the council holding a small child in your arms, should I die, the crown will be passed to my cousin and adopted daughter. I forgot that this raises stability, so it's good we lowered it. Your August Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on adopting an heir. What is her name? Shasta II. Marvelous, Your August Majesty. I'm sure little Sasha II will be a chip off the old block. Yep. Alright. Fund exclamation point. Letter, amount. Everyone should be on this right side because this is the top 10. Barons need stab up. Patricians need it down. I am starting the auction now. $1,100, on F. Alright. Only have 2 votes. Do you want me to fund B? I mean, I personally wouldn't throw any into B right now, Arda, because the Greens have enough money to just counter it. Because they're lowering stability. Oh. Let's see. Zvi, Jojo, and Arda put in a bunch to B, so, I mean, shit. Okay. Time's up, stability down. A taxing issue. Your Majesty, help us. Count Jojo of the East is bleeding us dry, he is. Not literally, I hope. No, I'm making a use of their common idiom, Your Majesty. Our taxes are 10 times higher than they've ever been. I can't afford to feed my cows. It's true, Your Majesty. Count Jojo has been taxing his peasants at least twice as the next highest noble. It's been a hard year, Your Grace. I've barely got any gold in my vault. Oh, Jojo, that's true. You're having a hard time. Jojo, are you here? You better be here. Or you are here. Jojo, did you just slap a shit ton of money into something? Is that why you're poor? No, you're not. Okay, Jojo, you can have it. Well, unless what's your defiance at? I don't know. What about this poor peasant's cow? Pox on this stupid cow. Let's see what the council thinks of this, Oh, I didn't know it'd go right to this. Do what you want, shit. Is there a lower authority one? No, I don't know. I personally like to Iron Choice the one I don't think people are doing, but then I feel like people vote that because they think I want it. So I was gonna Iron Choice A because I thought people would vote that. But all these I'm real fine with. I don't really care. Ah, the even split. We all love the even split. Alright, I'll be ending in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. You get to keep your money. You have no money, so it'd be nice if you could play the game. But think of me cows, your honors! Think of me cows! Over the next few months, Count Jojo becomes rich once again by jacking up his taxes. The other counts follow his example gleefully. Soon enough, the farms of the east are destitute. The cattle are starving, and so are the peasants. Only the counts are fat and wealthy. Welcome, Hoi. You are... Oh my god, please, game. Put people on the team with no people. You're on patricians. Your goal is to lower stability, and the barons are to raise it, and the counts are loyalists. Welcome. At the start of your reign, you said you wanted to reign as a conqueror. Looks like you plan to. If you plan to live up to those words, the kingdom's army. Looks like you plan to live up to those words. The kingdom's army is stronger than ever before. Well done. Well done. But to shut down your noble schemes were good, we need to build on that reputation. Your advisors have some ideas. We should crush those disloyal nobles, take commands of their armies, and force them to submit. Oh, or if you're looking to unite the nobles rather than smash them, you could declare war on the Ashmedian Empire. They'll forget their schemes if you win. Oh my god, are we going Ashmead? Oh my, is this the time? Is this it? Is this it? Are we gonna smack the Ashmedians right now? Are we, or are we gonna just fight against each other? I chat nobles, war? Do you guys want war? Then we gotta go war. There's no hold back, no fighting each other. We just gotta smack these people like there's nothing else. Kill them? Alright, they're dead. Wise to sit in your majesty. I've already taken the liberty of contracting the Ashmedian ambassador. Greetings, your grace. I am here to discuss the terms of our upcoming war. What? Let me explain something to you barbarians. The Ashmedian Empire is far larger than your kingdom. Didn't you wonder why we never squashed you like a bug? It's because we're divided by internal conflicts. It may seem like the empire is ruled by an emperor. In reality, it's ruled by its generals, who battle endlessly for control of the capital. So why are you here? I am here representing General Thalacanth, whose lands are safely distant from your border. If you were to invade, all we ask is you send us a signal. We'll launch a civil war, taking advantage of the chaos to bump off some of our own rivals. A bold plan. I will leave you to think on my words. If we take advantage of the Ashmedian Empire's internal divisions, we may actually have a chance. If you beat our oldest enemies, that would shut the nobles up for good, but winning still won't be easy. Max this shit. No rebellions. Alright. Where are they? Oh, look at this. There's no land here. That's nothing. A Crimson Vigil. I'm not going to be the dumb queen again. Crimson Vigil takes place in a bleak castle atop an eastern hill. Your journey takes weeks, and your baggage train keeps getting stuck. Guess it. Oh. Do I have the money? I don't. Just my normal clothes. No, also, I got 50. As you're assessing your appearance, Zoifron sweeps in, dressed as a living corpse. Welcome. It's very spooky costume, your highness. Ashmead goes off the map. They're supposed to be enormous. Nah, our map is the extent of the real world. They don't exist. Welcome. A spooky costume indeed, your highness. I like it. Of course, as an Easterner yourself, you already know that the dungeons are out of bounds. In the ballroom, you'll find the counts gathered, all dressed up as fright monsters. Wolfmen, pumpkinheads, witches. A waiter glides past, holding a tray of canapes. And a pianist plays a mournful tune. The Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you take? A mourner, or are you willing to portray the Hound of the Betrayer? Hound of the Betrayer. The counts are gathered after Count Zvyfron delivers a short speech remembering the old ways. A flaming crown is placed atop his head. I'll be playing the Queen of Exile this evening. The Hounds of the Betrayer will try to catch me. I fear not. I am as swift as a falling star and as old as the hills. Chase after the queen in exile. Zweifern runs down the corridor, flames licking behind him. As you give chase, a dozen other hounds of the betrayer run alongside you, howling, yipping enthusiastically. Somehow, despite the silly costume and massive flaming hat, Zweifern is quick in his feet. Catching him won't be easy. Chase after his ass. Despite your heavy chain slowing you down, you grab hold of Zweifern and drag him back to the circle of mourners. The ceremony concludes with a mock execution and a bottle of very expensive wine spilled over Zweifern's head. The queen in exile captures a bad omen, of course, but as a hound, you are duty-bound to try your best. After that, the music is more cheerful. The counts dance and chat long into the night. At dawn, you board your carriage and begin the long journey back to the capital. End season. It's tax time. Give me money. Alright. Here's the thing. We all need to be on the same team here. So maybe I won't cruel tax y'all. But I am going to need some money for this war. So max tax everyone? Vimlad? That's what I kind of want to do. Bribe us. Low red def. Tax the barons. I do want to high tax everyone, so that way I just have gold. Defiance goes up. We got 2 Defiance, we are broke. No, I will do this. There are let me explain. There are only 2 barons. They are literally at like the bottom 5th of the leader, the bottom half of the leaderboard. I'm not going to cool tax them. They also have the highest Defiance, so I think this is fair. Polishman, this is fair. Confirm. Okay, I probably won't high tax again this playthrough right now. Everyone will probably just be normal tax and bribe for the rest. I gotta save the money. I'm just worried something's gonna go wrong at war. My liege, Baron Commanderm has been having prophetic dreams. It is true. I can part the veil betwixt now and some ways off. Give me a prophecy then. I look at the future and it speaks through me. No more, no less. For example, I dreamt of Lady Patrician being beheaded. And a plague of bees will bring down a doom upon Lord Patrician Katori's household. What? Depths below. I can't live without honey on my toast. Please, my liege, have him foretell the future for the council. We can gain insight into great mysteries. All right. Commander, thank you. How did I not understand your name is Commander M? What? I've been saying Commanderm, like Alright, I'm sorry for that. I'm back. What's the status? It's a balancing act between patricians and welcome back, Xavius, by the way. It's a balancing act between 4 and 8, so I'm trying to keep it at 6. Loyalist, here we're at. We're going to war, Xavius, though, so we're all on the same team, sort of. Like, half same team. You know, we want to beat the Ashmedians into the ground. I will be ending the vote. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful news, my liege. I'm certain he will not disappoint. Sure enough, Baron Commander has a canny sense of what's best for the march. But the other nobles start to mother about the seeing the unseen is no more than a disguise for giving out special treatment. Can the queen really be trusted with the charlatan constantly whispering in her ear? Ambition, conquest. Oh, I should have did the other one first. God damn it. For the last few months, your marshals have been crisscrossing the kingdom, drumming up troops in preparation for your first strike against the Ashmedians. Today, at last, she has returned, and she's brought one of the patricians with her. Your Majesty, the nobles are proving reluctant to commit their soldiers to your cause. They sent a delegation to speak with you. Your Serene Highness, of course we all support war with those accursed dogs of Ashmead. Of course we do, but we're more patriotic than ever, but we're concerned about the harvest. Your marshal is telling us to raise all of our able-bodied levies. If we do that, who's going to gather all the crops? The kingdoms could starve. We wouldn't want that. Just damn cowardice, if you've asked me, Your Majesty, but all the nobles are echoing this nonsense. The fools are worried about going hungry. Until we can persuade them, the kingdom is will survive, they won't commit forces to our banner. Assure Lady Patrician Hoy that the kingdom can survive a few bad harvests. By sea and storm, your esteemed highness, you're right. The kingdom can survive a few hungry winters if it means teaching those Asmedian bastards a damn lesson. That's the spirit. I trust we have the backing of the patricians in starting this war then? Indeed, your highness. Let's do this. One by one, your marshal approaches the nobles of your council seeking their approval for the launch of the war against Ashmead. Very well, your grace. If we must pursue this hopeless crusade, then let it never be said that the count stayed home and hid. When it comes to war, you can rely on the barons, your majesty. Let's give those Ashmedians a kicking. The nobles are united behind the deer of war a deer of war on Ashmead, your majesty. Huzzah! War! I like the enthusiasm, but it's been a long time since the kingdom mobilized so much of its army. We need to ensure they're up to the task. I'll send the troops at once. Farewell, your majesty. When your marshal returns to the capital a month later, she is at the head of the army. The soldiers set up camp outside the city walls, their armor gleaming crimson. Their armor gleaming crimson in the light of dawn. The camp stretches out for miles. The walls of outside the walls of the city, the ground has been churned to mud under tens of thousands of boots. As you approach, you are greeted by an awesome sight. Rank upon rank of hard-faced footmen, holding swords aloft, knights on horseback, their plate mail glinting, archers and crossbowmen training furiously, hitting target after target. Beautiful, ain't it? Good work, my marshal. Thank you, your majesty. Let's march. Your soldiers let out a full-throated roar. For the kingdom! For the queen! The army is vast, stinking, hungry monster that swallows up landscape as it marches south. When you arrive at the border, your soldiers spill out across like a flood, sweeping away the surprised Ashmedian sentries in their path. To tell the truth, you didn't see much of the fighting. Your job is to give inspirational speeches before the battle starts, wave a sword around, then duck into your tent. Despite that, or perhaps because of that, your first Ashmedian campaign is a huge success. By the time you return to the capital for winter, you've conquered almost 100 miles of territory along the border. As the gates swing open, you are greeted by a rush of joyous clapping, cheering. Peasants are throwing roses at your carriage. Trailing behind you, of course, is also a retinue of wounded soldiers nursing deep-seated trauma and grieving the loss of their comrades. The peasants largely ignore them. All hail the queen, the conquering hero! Wave to your adoring... pull out a sword and give it a waggle. Several peasants swoon in delight. When you return to the palace, your spouse is nowhere to be seen. They were probably enjoying your absence. You take a gulp of wine and head straight to the council hall. As you step back in the council's presence for the first time in many months, the nobles all look up at you with trepidation. Welcome back, your serene highness. Let me be the first to congratulate you on your victory. But now, we can get back to the business of ruling. There are many more votes to attend to. Did you forget there's a war on? But what about democracy, the constitution? Did the queen misspeak? We may have won a victory, but Ashmead will strike back, and strike back hard. We don't have time for votes. We need to prepare, and if you squabbling bastards don't unite against the queen right now, you'll wake up next year with Ashmedian soldiers in your bedchambers. Do I make myself clear? Crystal. Then let's begin discussing plans for our next campaign. Yes, your highness, whatever you say. After that, the nobles never defy you again. But it's not like your life gets easier. Your majesty, I hate interrupting your meeting, but I just received word that the Ashmedian Empire is marching on our newly conquered territories. They're sending 30 regiments. We need to mobilize immediately. With a sigh, you head back to your chambers, begin strapping on your armor. Here we go again. Holy shit. I completed by 5? That's insane. In haste to complete their scheme, the barons mishandled their gunpowder. It blew up in their faces, literally. All that was found of Baron Commander was a pair of boots with feet still inside. The counts celebrated their victory, and Sasha was venerated as a true hero of the East. But as time went on, some whispered that the counts were losing control of their puppets. As the queen consolidated her power around her heir, Princess Sasha II, the patricians succeeded in turning the palace into a hotbed of bribery and corruption. But what's new about that? They failed to gain the throne and lost money in the process. A bad investment. Queen Sasha's reign spanned another 15 glorious years, mostly spent fighting in foreign fields. She conquered land from Tavaline and Ashmead, lost it, campaigned to get it back, but by that time, the old warriors died. She was battle-scarred and celebrated as a hero, but most of all, she was tired. 2 years and 9 months. Dominica of the Coast, Queen Sasha. Wealthiest noble Xavius, poorest Zweifrund. Here was the kingdom. Everyone, that'll be it for me today. I'll be raiding a channel, another King of the Castle channel. I'll be streaming again tomorrow, hopefully around 1 to 2. And thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. And I'll see you later.